Hello everyone, my name is Caden and welcome to The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky the Third. I'm currently recording this the day after I beat the second game, and this is going to be the final game in the Trails in the Sky section, in the Trails in the Skies trilogy for the Legend of Heroes series. After this, we will be done with the Trails in the Skies part of the series, I guess. I've heard, from a little bit of research I did, this game is quite different in how it works. In fact, I think I remember reading that it's like completely different in terms of like how certain things like are done in this game. And I've also heard this is probably the most difficult of the games so far. So, I don't know what to expect, honestly. But, also, another thing I should probably correct right off the bat. I thought that there would be no involvement of Joshua or Estelle. I don't think I'm right. I'm starting to get the feeling of that. So, yeah, I thought I said before on the last episode of the SC that their story was done. I don't think I'm right. Anyways, we got 4 difficulties. Easy, normal, hard, and nightmare. We're gonna just do normal. Why is Colonel Richard there? Now, I assume it's going to be... Are you going to ask for a save file? Yep. Trails in the Sky SC found. Yep. Level 91 for them. Here we go. And I don't think we're... Year 1203 of the Septian calendar fall just over half a year since the Liber Arc's collapse. Cruising through the night sky above the Cruzian province in eastern Erebonia. Whoa, what the heck? Was the Rainford Company's latest display in luxury. The Lusitania. Ooh, it's pretty. Luxury airship, the Lusitania. And the main character for this game is not apparently Estelle or Joshua. Instead, it's the green hair boy that we met during SC. Whose voice I'm now realizing is going to have to be the main character voice. Except I'm probably just going to keep it as is. I see. This is very interesting so far. Trails in the Sky the Third. This seems nice. Strange, but nice. If I may have your attention, please. On behalf of the Conrad Company, I would like to take the time to thank you all for attending this party today. As I'm sure you're all aware, this is a most auspicious day. Is that Kevin? Yes, indeed. On this historic day 10 years ago, this fine company... Kevin? Hello? Who are you?
You don't seem to be enjoying this quite as much as he is. You ought to at least try and feign interest in what he's saying, hmm? Surely you must understand what kind of man he is if you're here.
Oh, that I do. He's a merchant of death who made a fortune during the 100 Days War, and one of the Empire's most wealthy men, despite being a relative newcomer. Why, it was only a few years ago that he partnered up with the famous Rainford Group, and now he's serving on their board of directors. His record makes for the most impressive read, that much is for certain. Although I dare say he's less impressive in person compared to on paper.
My, you'd best refrain from making such remarks. That mask of yours may disguise your identity, but it won't keep those naughty men in black away should you make an enemy of them.
Now that's a terrifying prospect. I can't imagine I'd last very long if I did. I'd surely be cast through this window as easily as a pebble plunges through water.
I must say, I find you rather intriguing. Are you a member of the press, perhaps? Or maybe even a government official?
I would answer, but where's the fun in spilling secrets? I'll leave the pondering to your fertile imagination, mademoiselle. Leaving my identity aside, however, this ship is an impressive work of art. It's hard to believe we're inside one at all, and yet here we are, thousands of arch in the air.
Well, it is Rainford's latest model. One would expect nothing less of art. Last I heard, they were advertising it as the largest airship in the world.
It is 120 arch across, so they're probably right, as far as most of the world knows.
You certainly know how to make a lady curious.
He's talking about the Glorious, isn't he?
But even with the mask, it's no secret that you're so young. Practically still a boy. I wonder, how often do you go around charming your way through these drab parties with the aura of mystique?
Oh, wow. Seems the mask can't hide all my secrets. Perhaps I'm ought to make my daring escape before I give away anything more about myself.
If you must, although it would be my pleasure to continue keeping you company. It's not every day that one gets to enjoy chatting the night away with a mysterious stranger like this, you know? We could even take our chat somewhere more comfortable, like your room.
I would be honored to, fair lady. But only if you can promise the goddess has her eyes turned away. She may blush if she's watching. Meanwhile, I'll refrain from asking why your room would not be an acceptable location.
And I'll thank you for not forcing me to bring up that oaf of a man.
Everyone's wearing a mask here.
Well, the party's in full swing now. This chance is as good as any. This private room's on the highest floor of the ship and on the other side of the deck. Okay, let's get to work.
The Conrad Company might have made a lot of progress in the past 10 years. But that was all thanks to the Rainbow Group. They could have done a thing by themselves, so they got no right to try and act big. They need to realize their place.
I interest you in something to drink, sir.
We have some well-aged Stein Rose, if you would care for some. I don't know why, but it feels weird hearing the word Stein after I literally just beat Steins Gate 0, like previous to recording this.
Yes, Lady Lindell is currently resting in her room. She said that she is feeling a little unwell at the moment, you see.
Why does she have to choose a party like this to feel unwell? I hope she isn't faking to stay in her room. Must she oppose me at every turn?
And I couldn't agree more there. The air of the capital is positively suffocating. I try to get away from it as often as I can, so I spend all my time off in my villa to the south. This truly is a spectacular ship. I was getting sick and tired of looking at the gloomy skies of the capital, so this is a wonderful change of scenery. I'll have to be sure to make the most of tonight.
You certainly know how to hold a party, Conrad. There aren't many who are wealthy enough to be able to organize a gathering like this in the sky.
Oh, absolutely.
If my guests are satisfied, then I've done my job. Still, today's party is but a minor diversion compared to what the future holds for us.
Quite the gathering we've got here. It looks like Marquis Ballard, known for his extravagant spending, and this guy's the president of that one big jeweler, Quarries & Co. Hopefully they'll keep our friend occupied for a while.
Can I help you? What the hell? What was that? That was weird. I might be going crazy, but I swore I saw some guy in a mask and black robes.
Strange. Felt like someone was watching me for a minute. Ah, forget it. I've got work to do.
One thing that we're probably going to be doing is we're still going to be fighting Ouroboros, aren't we? Because Ouroboros didn't really die last time. In fact, Campanella seems to be the new leader for the... I'm anticipating that Campanella might be the antagonist for this game, but now I'm also wondering if that guy we just saw briefly might be the antagonist.
His private room's on the highest floor of the ship, on the other side of the deck. Time to move.
Now, I do have a guide here. Now, something I've noticed is that this game's quite a bit different compared to the past two, where they're not like side quests per se, but there's some kind of like, it just mentions doors. Something about special doors that'll be coming across. But it also tells me chest locations and stuff. Treasure chest reveals itself to be a crafty mimic and licks your unsuspecting hand. Better break out the disinfectant. Another thing this guide does that's different is it tells me what kind of it actually tells me how many chests are like in a chapter. And another thing is that there are not as many missable things apparently in this game as the others. Please refrain from talking loudly when in this room. Sorry. Anyways. Aha. EB charge. What level are we? I can't check. The message. Remember, there is but one truth. Love is eternal.
Please excuse me. I assume you must be an invited guest? The party is being held in the room at the end of the corridor if you're having difficulties finding the way.
Thank you, miss.
Are you walking around the ship, sir? If so, might I suggest following the stairs ahead and stepping onto the main deck? I find gazing up at the stars while enjoying the night breeze an especially relaxing way to pass the time.
There's a casino. Aha! Tear bomb. And an EP charge. And that's apparently all the chests for the prologue, apparently. Listen, son. I spent what little money we have just to get you on the ship today. This is the life rich people in our country lead. Burn this sign to your memory and never forget it. I'm counting on you to make your way into this world when you're older and make life easy for me. Bro, really? Door's locked.
May I help you, sir? Oh, no, sorry.
Head up the staircase.
Oh, Lusitania, why are you so beautiful? I do wish your top speed was a little faster than 1,000 APH. Nothing can beat you when it comes to sheer size or capacity. Fitting a whole 1,000 people on board isn't something many other airships can boast.
Cool. Howdy, gentlemen.
Stop right there. The staircase leads to Sir Conrad's private room. I'm afraid I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. I figured you'd say something like that. Sorry though, this isn't gonna be your lucky day. What? What are you doing? Looks like I'm dealing with a bunch of Jaeger dropouts. They don't seem that well trained either. This'll be cake. I sure wish every job I had was this easy.
What did I just pull out? Okay.
Well, talk about pointlessly fancy. Alright, now, where is he hitting it?
Is this about artifacts? He is, because we are a Gralsritter. Oddly worn. Stand on it?
Oh, would you look at that? Who wants to bet that's not the only one?
Switch.
Must have been a fake. I should have known they wouldn't make it simple.
There are multiple switches I need to press.
Now where's the next one? I doubt that's the last one.
Plant. Got it. That was easy. Alright.
And here we go. Everything so far has been completely in line with what I expected, which means that...
Ah. There's a panel with buttons that have letters written on them. A password of some kind apparently must be entered.
I wonder.
Orpheus? Aha! It's the password of the previous game.
Figured as much.
So that means these are definitely Ouroboros remnant people.
Looks like my target this time is one of the toys our friends decided to spread around for fun.
What is that? What is this? Is this an artifact? It's very strange looking.
The Fool's Locket, huh?
The Fool?
A forbidden artifact that lets the bearer pass all but the most obvious lies off as a complete truth.
Really? Huh. The Fool. Campanella.
Really not the kind of thing a shady weapon sealer should have in his possessions.
Crap. Well, that's to be expected.
What's going on here? What happened to the two who are on guard here? We're both fast asleep. Seemed like whoever did it used a dark spray of some kind. You think we're dealing with someone in the same business as us? We better keep him locked inside here until the party's over. And give our report to Master Conrad afterward. What do you think the odds are that he's not acted alone? Judged by the security camera footage, I don't think it's that high. That said, there's a definite chance he's got some form of backup that just hasn't acted yet. I'd say we're better off marking all invited guests. Better off marking all invited guests for the time being. Won't want it to let anyone slip through our sights. Did he just laugh at us? Something funny? Oh no, I decided I should probably apologize for underestimating you. I'm running you all off as untrained Jaeger dropouts, but maybe you've got more coming for you than I was giving you credit for. You got guts, I'll give you that. I have no idea how you came to be here, but you should know that Master Conrad's not a merciful man. Don't think you're going to get out of this in one piece. You're for such a world of pain, you'll wish you'd kill yourself while you had the chance. Well, doesn't that sound like a fun time? Sadly for you, I've already got my next day lined up, so I won't be able to take you up on that offer. What in the... Oh yeah, probably should have said this earlier. You really might want to step back from that door, like a lot.
Here it comes.
What just happened? Wait, the door is designed to withstand direct hit from an orbital cannon. Boy, you guys have no idea how hard it is to hold back with that one. I'm not a huge fan of using it, but I mean, you didn't give me much choice.
Hey, guys.
This is a joke, right? A priest. Yep, I'm legit in everything, too. So if you're interested in making any confessions, I'd be happy to listen to them for extra cheap as a limited time offer. And you guys would have a lot to confess. Don't let it near him. Let's do this. I was hoping for more of a, what, you charge people kind of reaction? Oh well, I guess I don't mind cutting to the chase this time. Come get some.
Here we go. Oh, we are high level. And we got new background. Oh no. Ascension? Okay. Crafts. Mortal punishment. Attack foes at speed, then impales with spears from below. Okie dokie. Ow. 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 See ya.
Still a ways to go.
We start at level 90 for this game?
Oh no! He's a grill knight! I heard rumors about him, but damn.
As curious as I am, I'd probably better off not asking about what kind of rumors you've heard.
Don't worry though, I'm only here for your client. So you go ahead and have a nice long nap on the floor, okay? He'll still live to see tomorrow. What kind of monster? Okay, I got what I came for. Now to get back to the party and wrap this job up. Sucks I have to go without taking that lady up on her offer, though. She was looking pretty darn fine, and it was obvious her husband wasn't giving her enough squeeze. And again, I shouldn't go playing with fire too much, huh?
Thanks, Kevin. Kevin Graham. Oh boy. Ornaments. We have Action 4, EP 4, or HP 4, Mind 4, Defense 4, Information, and Cast 2. Oh, I can already feel how this is going to be a much harder game than the before. Ah, crap. Here we go. Ow.
Take that!
Nope. I got a
Still a
gun.
ways to go.
Not giving me any Sepith. Ah, crap.
Dogs! Steel Cougars.
It really feels like these games are meant to be played one after the other, aren't they?
Let's end
Mortal punishment.
Take this!
Just basic attacks for now.
Still a ways to go.
The fact that we're starting at level 90 scares me. What's going on here? We're not gonna crash, are we? We wouldn't follow the arrow of me, wouldn't you, Lusitania?
Poor guy missed his chance to run away. There's something familiar about him, but, well, I best leave him alone.
Have fun, buddy.
Timmy, you get turned around.
Should probably save the game. Hi there. Okie dokie.
Let's end this.
Mortal punishment.
Take that! Take that! Still a ways to go.
Easy peasy. Door's locked. Hi there. You guys are definitely persistent.
Let's end this.
Take those out. I got scared.
Mandatory of light. Take that!
Feels weird fighting with one party member, I gotta say.
All right, what's next?
It also feels especially weird fighting with anyone that's not Joshua or Estelle. That feels especially weird. Ah, crap.
There you are. In the name of the Northern Jaegers, you won't get any farther. So you really are an active Jaeger course, and a pretty famous one to boot. Still, I get stuff's rough going for your country and all, but I can ask you just, I don't know, step aside. How dare you? Do you know what do you know about the hardships endured by our people? We won't allow ourselves to be shamed with defeat here, not as long as we suffer. Should've known. Okay then, I'll come at you with all I've got.
We also still got chains here.
Let's end this.
Mortal punishment.
Titanic roar!
All right, what's next?
Level up. What is all the commotion?
We believe there to be intruders, sir. And a competent one at that.
Intruder! Just what do you think I've been a good mirror to hire for? I don't care if he's alive or full of holes. Get rid of him!
Oh, get me dead or alive. It is too much to ask of those guys.
Please move. Thank you. I'm not here to kill innocents. Who are you? Wait, a priest? No!
Yeah, yeah, I figured with something like this in your possession, you'd at least heard of us.
How dare you! Give that back, that's mine!
Wrong answer. This belongs to the goddess, and it needs to be rightfully returned to her. It's not something mere mortals like you should be keeping for themselves.
Kill him! Kill him and give me back my locket now!
I don't think so.
Now, Conrad. So,
Herman Conrad. In accordance with the laws of the church and in the name of Idios, I am placing you under arrest. You stand charged with the unauthorized possession of and illegal use of an artifact.
you don't think you can get away with this? You might be with the church, but I'm a Rainford director. If you laid a hand on me...
Don't you worry. We cleared this with the big guys already. I'm sure you've got a pretty good idea of just how recklessly you've been acting with this thing, right? You've been causing a whole lot of trouble for a whole lot of people, you know? Guys like you have a habit of making themselves no shortage of enemies, and you've done a stellar job at that. So just accept that your luck's run out and come quietly, okay?
No! No!
Not a chance. You couldn't just make this easy for me, could ya? So much for this being a piece of cake. Catching guys like this alive is more like trying to sneak off with the whole damn thing. Stop right there!
Crap.
You pulled out all the stops just for little old me? Now I get why you guys are so popular. That's some quick work getting all dolled up and ready to take me down.
Silence. You might have had your way before, but that's not how it's going to go this time. And just so you know, there's an entire company of us on this ship. Even if you have a hostage you can use against us, you got nowhere to run.
We're all lucky boys and girls today, huh?
What? What are you talking about?
If this idiot here hadn't been branded a heretic, I would have had to hunt each and every one of you down to the last member.
What's up with this guy?
Well, don't let it get to you. Keep up the good work for your homeland or whatever. Just don't go on giving us any reason to slaughter you in the process.
Kevin! Okay. Kevin's cold-blooded. Jeez, oh Pete, I thought he was just a silly guy from the second game. That was just like part of a church organization that protects artifacts, but no, he's cold. Impossible.
Crawlers are monsters.
You.
Who are you?
That was quite a splendid show. But our tale is only just beginning, Kevin Graham.
Who are you?
After all, I have only just awoken.
Legend of Heroes, Trails in the Sky, the third. Up, there's the Liber Arc falling apart. A light. Uh-oh. Something fell from the Liber Arc when it fell apart. Some kind of cube, it looked like. Trails in the Sky, the third. So yeah, the main character seems to be Kevin, and there's this other church, like this other nun-looking character that was on the cover of the Steam page. There's Kevin. Our boy. Geralsritter. Who else we gonna see? Show me plenty of familiar faces here. Who else we got? Oh, we got Kevin again. Some strange cube object. Estelle, Joshua, Colonel Richard, Renee. Colonel Richard and Renee. Oh gosh, so many people. Campanella. Sweet. Do we get our own ship? What if we do? Developed by Nihon Falcom. All right. Is that the prologue? If that's the prologue, then that's the shortest prologue we've had so far. So, where are we? I jumped onto a ship. Septium Church Crossroad operated Special Ops airship Merkaba. Hello.
Congratulations on completing your operation, sir.
My thoughts exactly. That seemed to be a rather easy one for you in the end, too.
Compared to what they're usually like, it was. If I had a bit more time, I could have enjoyed some private time with a real gem of a woman, too, but I'll have to settle for crying myself to sleep tonight.
Not like this again. Unless you want an earful from the commander, you might want to start taking your work more seriously.
I know, lighten up a little, yeah. I swear I'll never get how you hard-headed types end up assigned to a slacker like me. This may come as a shock, but you are a Dominion, you know. We can't very well have you acting alone without any form of backup. As long as you're here and this ship is under your command, then slacker or not, we're here too.
Even then, you've got a lot less squires in your service than you should have. Maybe you should take this chance to gather up a few more?
I'm gonna have to pass. That'll just make it even harder for me to work on my own.
I thought you might say that.
We prefer if you would actually trust us a little to help you a little more, sir. I mean, all we could do in that salt pail operation was transport the thing. You say that as if transporting it isn't a huge responsibility in itself. After all, the last thing we wanted was him catching wind of it and becoming wary of us. Something wrong? Oh, not a thing. Anyway, as per the original plan, we need to get ourselves back to that Arteria ASAP. We should be able to reach there by noon tomorrow. Or today now, I guess.
Got it.
Where's it from?
Arteria.
Arteria, apparently. It's a call from Commander Selnet. Oh, you are kidding me. Getting a call from her right after a mission is always a bad, bad sign. Let's get this over with. Put her through. Alright.
Hello?
Selnet. Hi. Evening, Kevin. It sounds like you did well. Fill me in on the details.
It basically went without issue. The artifact was the Fool's Locket. There were signs of society involvement, but it looks like they've cut any ties with him a long time ago.
I see. As I thought then. Good work all around. I'd say you deserved a well-earned rest, but unfortunately I can't grant you one right now.
And here we go.
Is something the matter?
Oh, I'm just dandy. Please continue.
Well then, as much as I hate to spring this on you immediately after finishing one mission, I've got something I'd like you to do for me.
Regarding a heretic, I assume?
Not this time. All I want you to do is pick something up. The object in question is currently being held underneath Gransel Cathedral.
Huh? Gransel? Do you think this object may be somehow related to the Auroral?
It's a distinct possibility. Can I count on you to handle this?
Alright. That said, we've already got one artifact on the ship that needs transporting back, so I'll let the crew here take that to the Arteria. I'll handle going to Libra on my own.
That's fine with me. Oh, incidentally, you won't actually be alone. I dispatched a rookie squire to aid you. They'll be serving you from now on, so do play nice, won't you?
Wait a minute, just wait 1 minute. You can't just spring a rookie on me out of nowhere like this.
Meetings ordained by the goddess always come suddenly and unannounced. Don't worry though, they won't be a burden. The abilities they demonstrated during training were truly something special. Well, I will be praying for your success.
Oh.
Ugh. Well,
Congratulations on the new recruit. We were only just saying you could do with more squires serving you.
and I was so not down. I can't believe this. She never changes, I swear. Oh, if all the people reading that book had any idea what a Helion she is in real life.
Oh, Cornelia?
I've always wondered where publishing it was really a good idea, to be honest. It's a complete advertisement saying we exist to the world. If anything, I'd say a book that wild just serves to make people less likely to believe we really exist. And then the heroine died in it, which obviously is a big fat lie. If they'd actually met her, they'd know she's the kind of woman who could probably take a bullet to the head and ask for a cigarette first thing.
What? Excuse you?
I think we should probably refrain from commenting here.
Anyway, you guys heard her. I'm gonna leave taking care of everything else relating to our mission to you guys. Just follow the money trail. There might still be hidden accounts we don't know about. Understood, sir.
What will you be doing from here? We'll need to return to Arteria, obviously, but we can drop you off somewhere.
You can put me down in the old state we passed on the way there. Preferably near a town that has international flights going in out of it, I guess.
Got it.
What's that light?
Oh, looks like the sun started coming up.
I swear. Considering the whole deal with the Auroral, I thought it was the Auroral's light somehow again, and I was getting scared. We dealt with that the last game. How are we having it happen again? Oh. I'm still scared by the fact that we're starting this game at level 90. That is terrifying. Prologue. The Gralsritter. Alright. Same day, afternoon. In the skies of Midwestern Zemuria, roughly 500 selj from Liberal. Hmm? Dorothy! The Gretna. We already get to see Dorothy again. That's great. She's just taking pictures like crazy, my goodness. It's nice to see that everything's gone back to normal after the whole rural shenanigans.
Ah, they got out of sight now. I wonder if they're busy migrating. Looks like they can't keep up with the ship, though. Guess not every bird can be as fast as sea. But they were just the cutest!
Oh, look who it is.
Is it Niall? Oh, wait, it's me! Hi!
I know you!
It really is you. Long time no see, Dorothy. I sure wasn't expecting to run into you here. What a coincidence, huh?
It really is. It's good to see you again, too. I don't know your name now I think about it. Father...
You don't remember my name, do you?
Don't be silly, of course I do. It's, Oh, I remember. It's Onion Graham.
Onion? I'm gonna cry like there's one near me.
But of course, how lucky I'd have been named after such a multi-purpose plan. That's not even my name, Dorothy. You really did forget, didn't you? And yeah, you somehow managed to remember my last name like it was nothing.
I was just being silly. A couple days ago, I had this amazing onion hot pot over in the eastern quarter of in Calvard, so I've still got onions in the brain. I couldn't believe a hot pot with just onions in it could taste that good. But I swear it did. It was so comforting and sweet. So that's how I ended up saying onion instead of your name.
Well, whatever. Yeah, so, if you insist you haven't forgotten, what is my name then?
I do insist. I never forget. It's lovely to see you again, Jasmine Graham.
But of course, how lucky I am to have been named after such a fragrant plant. That might be an actual name this time, but it's a woman's name.
Gosh dang it, Dorothy.
Oh, I see. So you're here to carry out a follow-up investigation on all the trouble that happened earlier in the year?
That's about the gist, yeah. Come to think of it, how'd you end up on the international liner like this? You said you were in the Eastern Quarter, right? Were you there to write about it for the Liberal News?
Yep. Niall actually let me go on my own this time, too.
Well, that was daring of him. I'm not sure I want to let you handle everything traveling abroad for a report alone. Then again, it's only by taking on positions of responsibility that people can properly grow.
Oh, I'm doing plenty of that. I mean, I wasn't sure what I'd do when I ended up in Calvert instead of the Bose Market, but I managed just fine.
Wait a sec. Niall told you to go to Bose, not Calvert.
He sure did. But then I got on the airship, fell asleep, and before I knew it, I was chilling out in Calvert's capital.
Dorothy, how'd you manage that?
Weird, huh?
It sounds like you got on the wrong airship to me. Let my brain catch up. So, you were in the Republic for literally days when you weren't even supposed to be there at all. Did you even have enough money to manage, or I just help us? A passport?
Well, fortunately, there was someone from the Liberian embassy at the airport who could issue me a temporary passport, so that was okay. And then tons of people were really nice to me and helped me while I was there, so I had all the dough a girl could ask for.
I don't even know where to start. Now I must be worried sick about you, huh?
You think? He didn't sound that so hot when I called yesterday to say that I'd be coming back to the office today. I keep telling him that all that smoking is bad for him, but he never listens.
I don't think you can pin the crime on tobacco this time, Missy.
Thank you all for taking this journey aboard the Gretna today.
we'll be arriving at our terminal, Grantsville City, in roughly 30 minutes. We ask that you take this chance to check that you have all your belongings with you and return to your seats before we begin our landing. Until then, please enjoy the remainder of your flight.
I've noticed that the Gretna was never an airship mentioned in the first or second games, so this seems like a new airship they've made recently.
Ugh, sounds like we're almost there. I'm gonna have a walk around the ship to kill some of the last half hour. How about you?
I'm not sure. I suppose I might as well just go and snap some more photos. It's not like I get it to take an international liner like this.
Sounds like a plan. See you later then.
Later.
It feels so good to obviously be back here.
Did you hear the announcement, sir? If not, we will be arriving in Grantsville City, so it might be wise to check you have all your belongings on your person while you still have time to look for anything that's missing.
My sister can be unbelievably stubborn sometimes. How am I supposed to enjoy sightseeing when she's being like this?
No, I'm not budging on this. We are going to Herb Royal Villa after Grantsville Castle, and that is final. I can't believe you're actually considering going around fishing of all things.
I wonder if I have any specific items. No.
That was one amazing business discussion. Never thought I'd see the day when Murano wouldn't have the upper hand and won, but it just happened. World's full of surprises.
That bargainer really knew how to put up a good fight for someone so young. Still, I've got an excellent information dealer working for me too. So the next time we do business, it's going to be a 6-4 deal in my favor. No, scratch that, 7-3.
I used to be a sailor back in the day, but now I always use airships to get around. They're way faster than boats for one thing, and unlike orbital buses, you don't end up with a sore ass after a long journey either.
No, you can't. Please sit down like a good girl. We're almost there now anyway, so be quiet. Mommy, can I go have a look outside? Can I don't even want to be here right now. Why do I even have to go out of my way to see him, huh? It's not fair.
Alright, the orbital pressure looked perfectly normal.
Oh, sorry. I'm gonna have to ask you not to come down here, sir.
That's too bad for you. I'm a girl, sir. I'm allowed to do what I wish.
Why do you want to know what I wanted to be as a child to begin with? That's not really something you normally tell complete strangers with cameras in their hands, you know?
I'm on to you, mister. You can't distract me. This is a serious news report here, so please answer my questions.
He sure is making good use of those reporter's privileges.
We're approaching the begging range. Be careful of potential air turbulence in this area. I know. I've been doing this route for 3 years now. I know what I'm doing, man. Never hurts to be safe.
Yes, I'm finally almost in Libero. Why did I come, you ask? Because it's the last spot that ancient dragon was sighted. There's no information on where it went after it showed up, so I want to try and pursue it. This is the best. So if I want to try and pursue it, this is the best place for me to come. As soon as we land, I need to go and talk to Lyndon and to see if he knows anything. I'm off to see my grandchild in Grantsville. We haven't seen one another in 3 years now. I've been really worried what with all the trouble that's been happening in Libero. The cleaning staff for these airships really do a splendid job, don't they? They're a fine role model for the rest of the service industry.
Don't go getting yourself too worked up now, man. You'll just end up screwing up even more like usual. Anyway, first thing is stopping by the central factory in Zeiss. There's no better place to learn about the cutting-edge orbital tech than there. I'm really gonna have to make the most of it, really.
It really does feel weird without playing Estelle, because I only know playing this game with Estelle always in the party at 100% of the time. So now not having her in the party is weird. We're finally back home in Libero. Which means it's time to start thinking about getting a house for ourselves. What kind of house would you like?
The two of us have spent the past half a year traveling around the continent. I couldn't have wished for a better honeymoon. I'm so glad I chose him to spend my life with.
Aren't you the two whose ring I got back? My wife went back to her family's home. I mean, I'm as aware as anyone that I've been so busy with work lately that I haven't been able to spend any time with her, but... if I really going to come to this, I would have sat down and talked to her about it a long time ago.
Being out here feels amazing.
Did I not talk to everyone? I'm not really very good with heights. I mean, it's not phobia level or anything, I'm just not very good with them.
This is a passenger announcement. We'll soon be arriving in Grantsville City, the terminus of this liner. We suggest that all passengers return to their seats as soon as possible, as the airship may be unsteady during landing.
And I'm curious to see who this other... I think the other main party member for this game is the nun that I mentioned, which we're about to... I guess is the rookie squire we're about to meet, or whatever. Very curious to see what it's going to be like. It is nice, though, to have a different main character. Not that I did... I mean, I loved having Estelle and Joshua. It's just... It's going to be interesting, though, seeing... want to see what we can do with Kevin and whoever this other person is. Come on, Dorothy.
Oh, Gransel. It's so lovely to be back here again. The Republic was a wonderful place too, but you can't beat the air here in Liberl.
You won't believe all the stuff happened half a year ago looking at Gransel now, either. It's all completely back to normal. The people here sure are strong for what's usually such a peaceful country.
Well, it's a country ruled by a queen. Everyone knows women are strong, tough in the face of adversity.
Now, I'm not sure whether you're a perfect example of that or the opposite. You're right about the air here, though. It is nice. Nostalgic, almost. Makes me feel a little homesick.
Your home's in Arteria, right? The place with the really big churches and stuff?
I'm actually not from Arteria. Not many people are. It's actually pretty darn small, like, smaller than most states around the continent. It's where the high seat of the Septian Church is, so lots of pilgrims and clergymen gather there, but few are actually born there.
Oh, really? Huh. So where are you from, then?
Dorothy.
Is it Niall?
I swear to God.
Oh, Niall! I'm home. Did you miss me?
Did I miss you? Of course I missed you. What IOS's name have you been doing? I sent you to Bose. How did you end up in Calvern? You were definitely on the westbound liner. I'm sure of it.
I really don't know. Oh, wait, I'm actually know.
Oh, go on then. Spit it out.
I bet I'm a sleepwalker.
Dorothy, you're hopeless.
After I got on the right airship, I fell asleep and then sleepwalked onto the wrong one. I think all this could have turned out to be some part of all this could turn out to be part of some elaborate murder plot. Wow, all of a sudden I feel like I've walked right into a mystery novel.
Sleepwalkers don't change airships, you idiot. I'm all out of breath now.
Are you alright? I really do think you should cut down on your smoking. You're not as young as you used to be, you know. Oh right, your 30th birthday was last Friday too, wasn't it? Happy birthday! I bought cake over in Calvert and had a big celebration for it too.
Was it that you can remember useless crap like that and not the things that actually matter? I bet you were just looking for an excuse to eat cake all by yourself, weren't you?
You should have seen it, Niall. It was made with Eastern matcha, so it was unlike any cake I'd ever seen. That perfect blend of sweetness and bitterness was just sublime. I took lots and lots of cute pictures of it, and I'll show you them all later.
You brought me pictures of a cake. At least bring me back a souvenir.
Man, they always felt like they could go into business as a comedy duo and actually make money off it, but they're even more of a crack up now.
Wait a sec.
Hi there.
Nice to see you again, Niall. You're looking the same old, though. Maybe you're not so happy about that.
What are you doing here? Please tell me she didn't end up going to Arteria and causing trouble there too.
Your wish is my command. We just ran into one another on that airship by total coincidence, that's all.
Good. You had me worried for a minute. I was scared stiff she'd gone and smashed some super expensive stained glass windows in the cathedral there, or who knows what.
I'm so sorry for what you have to put up with.
You're too much of a worrywart.
Whose fault do you think that is? Still, it's good to see you again, Father. What brings you to Liberl? Something else happen here?
Just a bit of work-related business I've got to take care of. It's not part of a major investigation, so don't go getting your hopes up. Nothing of interest can happen.
I'll be the judge of that. Anyway, so where are you staying for the time being? Gransel Cathedral? I'll have to drop by and say hi sometime when I get the chance.
Go for it.
In the meantime, I'm dragging your butt right back to the office, Dorothy. You're going to tell us all about what the hell you've been doing these past 2 weeks.
You betcha! I snap photos of every meal I have over in Calvert, so I'm sure if we develop them, I'll be able to remember something.
I'm not talking about your gourmet report.
Oh, those two. They faded away.
Seeing those two together really makes it sink in that I'm back. Thinking about it, I wonder how all the others here are doing. I know Estelle and Joshua are abroad at the moment, but I've got no idea what the others are up to.
Is that you, Firegram? Who?
Oh, Sid! Lieutenant Colonel Sid!
Sid! A man!
It's good to see you again. I'm pleased to see you've been keeping well since we last met at the banquet. The same to you, sir. I gotta say, I wasn't expecting you to be the army representative who came to meet me, though. I figured it'd be Julia. It may have been, but she's currently out on another mission, so unfortunately you'll have to make do with me. I didn't have anything better to do, so I came in her place. There's no need to be so modest. A little bird told me that you're going to be promoted to full-on colonel soon, aren't you? I shouldn't be surprised that your people have such a good information network, but I still am. Still, I'm afraid I still feel that the position is too much responsibility for me as I am. Brigadier General Bright still has plenty of work left in him, too. I wouldn't want to take any of that from him. Poor Cassius still getting work to the bone, huh? Anyway, getting down to business. It's in Gransel Cathedral, right? That's correct. It's being kept underneath it, to be more specific. Although I imagine you're already aware of that much. I hear laymen like myself can't even enter it without the knight's permission. Very much. It's a special place, you see. I'll fill you in on the details when we get there. Alright then. Well, we may as well head there right away. There's someone I want you to meet in the cathedral. Huh? Who? Let's just say someone who's been assisting with this case. They'll be appraising you with the details on what you're dealing with here.
It's probably our new assistant. It feels good to see Gransel. I act like I haven't seen it literally yesterday or the day before or sometime soon, but still just feels good to see this place. Even with all its out-of-bounds black voids that you can see in pretty much in so many cutscenes. I wonder if we can even go to the Racer Guild. I mean, we don't really have a reason to go, but we could. So, now that I think about it, there is a door in Gransel Cathedral that I've never been able to open in any of the other either of the other games. So, is that where we're going down? Into that door?
Ah, there you are.
Howdy. And who's this?
It's good to see you again, Archbishop. You look very well. Huh? And you must be...
I wasn't expecting you to be quite this young. How old are you?
22, but...
That's a lot younger than I expected. Are the Grossers really so short-staffed that they're handing out their most important post to kids? You can't blame me for assuming the 5th Dominion would look like more of a veteran, can you? Your surprise is written all over your face. Someone in your position should have a much better poker face than that. Maybe you need to redo your training from scratch. Or are you just acting, I wonder?
What do you... Professor Russell, please. He isn't here for you to try and pick a fight with him. Please try and be a little less deliberately provocative.
What? Hell no. Wait, what? Hell no.
He's here to steal the thing we went through so much effort to bring up, and you want me to play nice? And kindly don't call me that ever again. I don't want to be addressed in the same way as that old coot.
Wait! Are you... If you're Russell, then... Are you Tita's mother?
Of course, ma'am.
Wait, Russell? Then are you...
I suppose I should introduce myself. I'm Erica Russell. I'm sure it's not a name you're going to be forgetting anytime soon.
You're Tita's mother! We actually get to see her mother. That's insane.
Whoa, this place goes deep. Still, I didn't expect to run into little Tita's mother here. I heard you and her husband were both living abroad. What brought you back?
What do you think? After all that went down here, there was no way I was staying out of the country any longer than I had to. Though with how remote the region we were in is, it was all over by the time word reached us. Had we found out sooner, I sure wouldn't have let that maniac pull half the crap he did.
Doesn't sound like you're too happy with the professor nowadays, huh?
Talk about an understatement! That whack job actually took my little girl to that floating city with him.
You are very protective of your child, aren't you?
I get that he soft towards her, but that's no excuse for exposing her to danger.
That's fair.
And as if that wasn't bad enough, he let that red-headed scumbag get near her too.
Oh, hell nah. Hell nah. Agate, you're not gonna talk about Agate like that. Hell nah.
That other Kren isn't fit to be within 50 odds of my darling Tita. Never mind actually getting friendly with her.
So, you don't like Agate, huh?
Don't you speak that filthy name in front of me ever again. Or when I'm finished with him, he'll wish he'd never been born.
I am not liking you very quickly, Erica. You are not going to get between the connection that Tita and Agate have. I swear to God.
He might survive that last onslaught, but we'll see how he fares against an even more powerful unit, won't we?
I swear to God.
I get the feeling this is a matter we're better off not prying into.
Well, I thought the same, so I don't know any more about it than you do. Incidentally, the Professor Russell you're more familiar with is currently vacationing abroad. As such, he has been assisting us with this case in his place.
Oh, I see.
Are you two listening to me?
Of course. Sorry.
Well, whatever. This staircase sure is long, though. How much farther do we have to go?
Not much far as I know. Yep, there we go.
Erica, you got a lot of work to do already to get my approval rating of you increased. But we're not off to a good start. If you can forgive Agate, I'll forgive you. But you better start soon. A dead end.
I hope you got a good explanation for this.
I do. This isn't a dead end, but to go any further, I'm gonna need you to undertake a ritual of sorts for me.
Well, this certainly took a turn for the strange. Is this an example of the church's famous thaumaturgy?
Something like that, yeah. Specifically, I would like you to undertake a form of suggestion.
I'm not sure I follow.
You want us to promise not to tell anyone what we see here, right?
That's a little extreme, so no. The Colonel is obviously gonna need to report what happened here to his superiors, for one thing. All I want you to promise me is that you won't tell anyone who you aren't certain you can trust. I don't need you to say it, I just need you to think and believe it.
Weird, but alright. If that's all you want us to do, then so be it.
I feel the same way. Should we deliberately repeat it in our minds then?
You don't even need to do that. It should just come completely naturally to you. Alright, here goes. In the name of she who dwells above, do I hold this consecrated septium. Space's golden glow, consciousness silver glow. By your opposing natures, reveal to them the path that leads to your sacrament.
Ah. Huh.
What?
How does that door appear? Church powers.
Thank you both for your assistance. I can see that you two are true to your word.
Ah, I see. So we just said it but didn't really mean it, and we wouldn't be able to see anything, right?
And yet I can hardly believe what happened. I see. So this is like a foolproof way of knowing to trust, in a way. So because of the fact that they're able to see it now, they truly do believe what we told them. So we don't have to really worry about them lying, potentially. Okay. Otherwise, they wouldn't be able to see it if they had even a slight doubt in their mind. I imagine it would be uncouth of me to ask how all this works.
Yeah, I'd really rather you didn't.
Alright, let's see. So, what's down here? Sounds like an artifact of some kind.
Anyway, come on in.
This is strange. It feels like we're going to be dealing more with artifacts in this game rather than, gospels and what have you. What is this room? Wow. Unbelievable. All these years, I had no idea such a place lay hidden beneath the Gransel Cathedral.
Well, it's not exactly something we can publicize. It was built in accordance with the agreements between the church and the royal family. It has but one purpose: suppress the power of ancient artifacts and keep their influence in check.
I see.
It's important to you, Grossritter. Its importance to you, Grossritter, is quite clear, then. I assume there are similar ones in other places than Libero, too.
Well, I won't deny it. Anyway, we call this place a primal ground.
Now there's a deep meaning if I ever heard one. Is the original ground the others are based on in Arteria? I'll take that as a yes.
Oh, I'm not confirming anything. I was just thinking about how much you take after the other Professor Russells all.
I'll thank you not to associate me with him. He might trump me a little in the theoretical side of things, but when it comes to the practical side of orbital science, I beat him in my sleep. And I was the one who designed the fundamental systems of the capital and the Arcia, you know.
Really? Nice. But I think we're getting off topic here.
So, what are we doing here?
This is the object in question, right?
That's correct. It was pulled up 3 days ago from the area where the Librarok sink, and we believe it to be an artifact. Strange. 3 days prior, roughly at the center of Valeria Lake. Hey, Gustav and Sid, where the Librarok sank. They're just kind of scooping up what they can. Might as well. Antoine is there too!
Damn, something going down already, huh? If this spot turns out to be a bust, we're gonna have to call it quits for today.
We can only hope. Professor Russell has said that this is the area where we should be looking.
Yep, and if she says it's here, it's here. Unfortunately, as you know, Valeria Lake's about as deep as a lake can get. Depending on how small the thing we're looking for is, to actually find it could still be a real task and a half.
Is it likely to be small, though? The orbital readings suggest that we're dealing with quite a large object, I believe.
I won't judge the size based off those.
Is it... Yeah, it's her. Ah, Professor.
Hey there, kiddo. Just getting us a new estimated location?
Just about. It'd be real swell if you knocked it off with the kiddo, though. I'm not sure it's the most appropriate way to address a married woman, much less one who's already popped out a child.
Yeah, sorry, but old habits die hard, you know? Hard to make the switch when I've been calling you that ever since you were about knee-high.
Well, I'll let you off this time. Back to work. Can you ask your subordinates to stand down for the time being, Colonel?
Is this the spot, then? Were you able to calculate exactly where the object is?
Give it or take an Arj, yes. Judging by the readings, what we're trying to pull up isn't all that big either. Probably about 50 reg, maybe even less.
You serious? Thought we'd be dealing with a real monster, not something the size of Antoine.
Still, if it does turn out to be an artifact, this could be problematic.
Unfortunately, the church isn't going to want to let us keep it, that's for sure. Ugh, I really can't stand them. No matter how hard you work to get your hands on something, the second it turns out to be an artifact, they swoop in like it's a goddess-given right to have it. It ticks me off.
Hey, easy there. We don't know for sure that is even an artifact yet.
Regardless, I'll pass on the message to my subordinates right away. I'll leave the rest here to you, Gustav.
You got it. Let's see what we're dealing with, yeah?
Alright. A strange artifact from the Arcia, from the Librarok.
Okay, that's the spot. Go on ahead.
Yes, ma'am. Get in the salvage operation.
I mean, I can see that Erica's probably not a bad character. It's just, don't you dare ruin what Agate and Tita have. They are siblings. They are siblings.
Ah, that sound just fills me with dread.
Does the salvage train sound like it's in poor condition to you?
Oh, that's not really what I meant. I just can't bring myself to like artifacts, you see. We can't explain how they have the power they do, but they have it, and it's not something we can ignore either. As a researcher, I can barely imagine anything more frustrating. Even when we can't help but be captivated by them, we're well aware that any attempt to solve their mysteries is pointless.
I see. When you put it that way, I can understand to a degree how you must feel. Half a year has passed since all the chaos came to an end, and on the surface, we're back to normal. But even now, we still don't know what truly happened here or what it signified.
Yeah, not that I was here to see it all happen, of course.
The crane arms reach the bottom of the lake. I'm gonna attempt to grip the object. Swing and a miss. Moving 30 reg to right.
Ha, there we go.
Yep, we got it. Want me to pull it up?
Please do.
A moment of truth, huh? Alright, let's see what we're dealing with.
Here we go.
What in the world? It's glowing.
What?
Oh my. Strange. So what is this thing?
I see. Still, looking at it.
Correct. There were orbital rings coming from the artifact when we found it, but not anymore. And I'm sure I don't need to spell out the significance of that, do I?
Now it's plain as day why you decided to stay and wait for me now. If an artifact has lost its power, it's exempt from traditional agreements governing them and doesn't need to be given to the church. Is that it?
You already understand me so well. We can cut right to the chase then.
The orbital rings disappeared just before we handed the artifact over to the cathedral, as it so happens. It's currently being looked after here, but the formal procedures to transfer ownership have yet to be completed, so making its legal owner unclear. So in your expert opinion, what should be done here?
That is a tricky one. I'm assuming Libro wants to soon assert ownership of it in this scenario, right?
If anything, it's the professor here who wants to do that. I'm merely here accompanying her as a representative of the Royal Army.
The only reason it's not lying at the bottom of Valeria Lake right now is because of the CCF salvage efforts. I'd say we have every right to keep it, personally.
From what I've heard, it's completely impossible to analyze an artifact that's no longer active. I don't see how it'd be anything use to your research as things stand now. But, you sure you want it that badly?
Oh, absolutely. We're talking about an object found at the site where a massive flying city used to be. I might not have seen it happen, but it sounds like everything we thought we knew about the world was more or less proven wrong. You know, by the truth that you people in the church have kept hidden for the past, I don't know, 1,000 years. As for that Ouroboros group, they don't make much more sense than you guys. The more I hear about their advances in technology, the less I can work out how it's even possible. I don't know what the truth is or what's really happening here in this land, but I can't stand by and feign disinterest in knowing the answers anymore, and I'm far from alone. So long as there's the slightest chance that the artifact should shed light on all that I want to know, I want it.
I think you've made your point, Professor. It's also interrogating him will achieve anything.
True enough. Well, you've heard what I've got to say. Now it's up to you to tell us what you're going to do. Will you hand over that lump of metal, or won't you?
Well, that brief hesitation
was all it took to spawn a great evil.
Whom? Hi, who are you?
Who's she?
No way.
It crawled through the fields, ran through the hills, and spread disaster in the skies above. An excerpt from the Book of Ezra, verse 2. Disaster Unleashed.
Who are you? Also, why does Kevin seem to know you?
I apologize for the delay in coming, Father Graham. My name is Riaz Argent, and I am a squire of the Gralsritter.
So you're our new partner. So you're the other girl I saw on the cover. Or Riaz?
I look forward to working under you. I don't think we'd end up having more company. Wait a sec. Is something the matter? So that's how they think they can get me, is it? But they can't just bribe me so easily. I'm better than that. Maybe I underestimated the Gralsritter. They think they can break my will to fight by sending a girl like you in my way, do they? Then I'm not going to go down so easily because I got a secret weapon of my own. Behold, the most powerful force in the universe!
Child, isn't that...
That's Tia, isn't it?
How cute. Isn't she? Isn't she? I bet you just want to jump into this photo and squeeze her like a stuffed toy right now, don't you? I should have known that cute too, like you would be able to appreciate the same qualities in others.
What?
Anyway, that's why no matter how freaking adorable you happen to be, you can't take me down because I got a natural immunity. I beg your pardon, but I'm afraid I'm not really following. You keep saying that someone is cute, but are you referring to me? Who else would I be talking about? You got such an aura of maturity about you, and yet your features still have that irresistible trace of innocence to them. And then they throw you into a sister's habit to compliment it all like the little cherry on top. That's the most flattering habit I've ever seen. Oh, if I didn't have my protective field, I'd be in real danger here.
Oh, great. You're like Annalise, aren't you? You can't resist cute.
Why are you looking at me like that? I'm just saying. May I inquire as to the identities of the people with you, Father Graham?
Sure. The lady's Professor Erica Russell of the CACF, while the gentleman is Lieutenant Colonel Sid of the Royal Army. Seriously though, Father Graham? Really?
Ah, so you're the people who initially discovered the artifact then. Thank you for your cooperation in our work. We will take over looking after it from here on out. That will be all. Wait,
What?
Hold on a minute, we haven't finished deciding what to do with it yet.
perhaps not, but my intention was to save you the time and effort required to do so by making the correct judgment myself. Whether it has lost its power or not, that is no ordinary artifact. It is potentially related to one of the Septarians. I'm surprised that you even humored the option of letting an outsider take custody of it.
I mean,
Oh well, you sure know how to pick a fight. Go on then, what legal basis do you have for taking it from us? The agreements with the church quite clearly say that artifacts that have lost their power are exempt from the usual rules. I have no legal basis, but you have no more of one for keeping it. If we are following the agreements to the letter, no one is allowed to assert ownership of inactive artifacts. It belongs to neither you nor me. It's simply an abandoned object with no owner whatsoever. What? So all you got is I don't need a reason and it's mine and that's final? To put it bluntly, yes. Well, if that's how you want to play it. What's your take on this, Kevin Graham? Well, by all means.
me? I thought I'd been kicked out of the conversation. But, well, I can't say I don't want to take it back to Arteria with us. But after all the help Lavrel's given us, I'd feel bad just kind of snatching it from them without even giving them a valid reason.
Both agreements have a degree of merit, but neither is clearly more correct. I'm not quite sure how you'll solve this one.
You do know that you're smack dab in the middle of this too, right?
What the?
Whoa.
What is it?
Why do you both look so surprised?
Why did you two not notice that?
What do you mean, why?
Did the two of you not hear it? Hear what? What? Wait up. Oh,
It's active!
What is this thing? It's opened? It's a cube. Oh.
oh no way. That thing wasn't getting off any orbital energy readings at all anymore. Zero. Zip. Why is it suddenly active again? I believe that settles our dispute.
It sure does.
Guess this is ours then.
So the real artifact was inside, huh? Never seen one quite like it. It looks like a box of some kind. Or cube, maybe.
Strange. Weird.
Oh,
I'd like to thank you two for your cooperation in the recovery of this artifact. In accordance with the pacts of the church, I, Kevin Graham, will be assuming custody of it from here on out. You and all who aided you have the Septian Church's deepest appreciation.
Well, I guess that gives us the rights to hold this, but... What did it do? What was that weird, flash? And why did they not notice it? And why do you have a connection with with Riaz? With Rise, I don't know. So you're a partner for the game.
Ugh, I never thought we were gonna escape. Erica sure doesn't know when to quit.
that's a kind way of putting it.
I couldn't believe what I was hearing right at the end, though. Just as I thought she'd max out her crazy talk to spew, she goes and shouts, "Well, if you're going to be taking that, then I'll be taking her." I thought Annalise was a one-of-a-kind cuteness freak, but she might actually have some stiff competition.
Annalise.
Oh, sorry, she's a girl I met while I was here last time. She's a bracer... about your age, I think.
Oh,
Rise?
yes?
You're not mad at me, are you? For not keeping in touch with you?
Father Graham,
Yes?
5 years is a long time. Just as you have changed and progressed in rank significantly during those years, so have I. The Rise Agent Argent standing before you is a squire of the Grossritter, not the girl you once knew. I'm here to serve and to protect you, nothing more.
Come on, Rise.
You need not concern yourself with how I feel. If you don't treat me as a subordinate, then there is little reason for me to be here serving you. And with that talk out of the way, we need to board the last international liner out of Gransel, don't we? We should start by making our way to the landing port.
Wait a sec.
You're hungry.
Was that your...
It was a figment of your imagination.
Huh?
You seem to be tired, Father Graham. I see no other explanation as to why your hearing sounds that clearly don't exist in reality. I think you ought to try and have some rest while we reach the As I was saying, I think you ought to try and have some rest.
Don't even try and tell me that one was my imagination. Man, for a second I thought you changed, but you haven't. Not one bit. You're still the same perpetually hungry rise that I remember.
This is just a simple physiological phenomenon. My lack of control is proof that I still have plenty of training ahead of me. I can only apologize for my own inability.
Since when did not being able to turn off your stomach become something you have to apologize for? Besides, I wouldn't have you any other way. You're forever gonna be the girl who was always getting caught sneaking into the kitchen and trying to stuff her face to me.
I'll be going on ahead.
Hey, wait a sec!
You're in my way. Please move.
I'm sorry, okay? I didn't mean to push my luck. I just got carried away thinking of old times, that's all.
You have no reason to apologize. Nor do I see any point in you doing so, because there are few things in this world that carry less weight than one of your apologies.
Damn, finally biting back, huh? Well, I've only got a 50-50 chance of you listening to me. Can you knock it off with the Father Graham, or even Father for that matter?
For what reason?
I don't know if you're doing it just because you feel like you have to, or because you want to act all distant, but there's no way I can get used to it, like ever. It weirds me out. So, please, call me Kevin. Same as you always did.
What if I refuse?
Then I'll beg you until you change your mind. I'll get down on my knees if I have to.
You certainly would.
Well, you know what they say, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. I know it's been a while since, but I'm way too set in my ways now.
The one left me.
Sorry, didn't quite catch that.
It was nothing. Still, I can't very well refuse an order from my superior, so...
Oh no, you're not playing that game. It's not an order, it's a favor. Very important distinction.
Ugh. You're so selfish, Kevin.
Hey, there we go. That's what I wanted.
But just so we're clear, even if I've changed how I address you, the fact that I'm your subordinate hasn't changed in the slightest. Don't forget that.
Yeah, I know. We can talk like we used to, but there's no way we can turn back the clock to the way things used to be.
So these two were like childhood friends, it seems.
Oh, and one more thing. We still got some time until the last airship leaves, so how about we head over to the department store in the East Block? We can grab you something to eat.
I like the sound of that. I propose buying all the bread they have left.
All?
I didn't know you were that hungry.
Oh god. The bottomless stomach nerd nun.
I thought you were joking when you said you were going to buy everything they had left. The girl behind the counter looked like you thought you were a freak of nature.
This is just another example of Aegis' divine providence. It's better that they're bought by someone who intends to consume them than to have the poor things be thrown away.
Yeah, you're a real bleeding heart, but that much? I hope you're not spending your entire salary on food.
I'll have you know that you have nothing to worry about. There are few things in this world there are few people in this world who know how to make better use of sales and special offers than I.
Well, whatever makes you happy. It's not my business how you blow your mirror at the end of the day. Still, well, I'll give you that my getup is right up the top of suspicious charts. I'm pretty sure anyone would be confused if a woman in a sister's habit came wandering into their shop after dark to buy out the leftovers.
Oh, stop your grumbling. And it's almost time for us to leave. We should make our way over to the landing port. I'm not sure how much longer my stomach can wait.
Yes, ma'am.
Is something...
There's someone there.
Sorry, that stomach of yours is gonna have to wait a little longer.
Unforgivable. I don't know who this fiend is, but as long as I don't kill them, I can go as far as I like, right? Jesus Christ!
What the?
I sympathize, but you, might want to calm down a little.
Jesus Christ!
Still, whoever they are, they're not very good at tailing people.
Quite. I doubt they have much experience. They do seem to have undergone some degree of training, however.
Yeah. Oh well, sad to say, but we're gonna have to skip today's last airship out of here.
Do you know of a good place to strike?
Oh, I do. I know the perfect place.
Jesus Christ, this nun's going to kill somebody.
Is that Gilbert?
Is that freaking Gilbert again?
Where'd they go? I sold them into this area, I'm sure of it.
It was you, huh?
Hey, Gilbert.
What?
Can't believe we're seeing you again this early.
How? How'd you discover me? My stealth abilities are the height of perfection.
You're still just like I remember you. Still way too sure of yourself.
Who might he be?
Well, he's technically part of Ouroboros. He's about as low ranking a member as you can get, though.
Ah, I see. He does look the part. How dare you! I'll have you know I'm very much on the top. On the up. And as for you, what do you mean he does look the part? You couldn't look more like a nobody if you tried. You're the kind of person who constantly throws himself into things too big to handle and ends up sabotaging himself without anyone lifting a finger. And you refuse to learn from any of your failures, too.
Damn, she is brutally honest.
What? You haven't lost your touch. I'm impressed how accurately you were able to judge his character after talking to him for like a second.
I don't even need to talk to him. He oozes irrelevance from his every pore.
Damn.
You? Cocky, aren't you? We'll see how long that cockiness lasts.
That was a fast outfit change. Ah. What the?
Templar sword.
You use a sword?
So that's what you picked, huh?
Just like you chose a bowgun as your weapon of choice, I chose a Templar sword for mine. That's all there is to it.
Gotcha. Damn.
I thought she was gonna use I thought she was gonna be like our cleric character, where she's gonna be our, like, use a staff or something, not a freaking sword. I was not expecting. That scared the crap out of me. Seeing the sword, like, oh god, Gilbert, you gotta get out of here, man. She's gonna kill you. Gilbert, you're annoying and everything, but you gotta get out of here, man. This nun is psychotic.
Impossible. What did you just do? I don't even know how I got hit.
It's a weapon used by the Gralser called Templar sword. The blade's made up of multiple pieces held together by wires that let the user extend it at will.
Oh great, it's a whip sword.
Anyway, it's time for those times those lips start flapping. What's a one criminal like you doing here in Gransel? How much of our business do you know?
Why should I have to answer you? You don't know when to give up. Start talking. Now.
FYI, she is not in a good mood. And, you don't want to make her any madder.
It looks like I've got only one option. I'm so sorry, forgive me. I'm only here because I crashed it. I didn't even want to come here. And after I did, I happened to see you do it. I decided to follow you. I swear.
Maybe I misjudged him. There might be more to him than meets the eye. In a sense.
That's a nice way of putting it. So go on, keep talking. You said you crash land here? That means there's an Ouroboros airship somewhere near here that you came in on, right?
No, there isn't. I did crash land, but it wasn't on board the airship. What the? It was on board this. What the? Oh, you're kidding me. What the?
It's an archaism.
Not so irrelevant now, am I? Show them what you can do, Giapace. Mow them down!
Napache. Okay, what do we got? Oh, you don't even have a S-craft yet. Chain 1, Arc Fencer. Raises Templar Sword and extends its attack. Holy Blessing, Recovery. Heals 50% HP, restores 50 CP, and cures KO with a blessing. Ascension, Soul Blur, Airstrike, Flaro, Blue. Let's use, the member of Ouroboros with the most growth potential, he says, uses varied attacks. Oh, they're even, oh, they have a new special effect for when you're preparing an art. That's cool.
Let's end this.
Mortal punishment.
Charge your hero.
Okay, he actually is being serious this time. Alright, so he's actually being dead serious this time. I can't cure that. Yes, I can. Now I...
I'll save you.
Heal. That's... Yeah, I can already feel how this game's gonna be a lot more difficult. Again, I do remember seeing that this game is considered the hardest of the Trails game Trails in the Sky games. At this point, I might as well just go ahead and kill Gilbert here then.
Titanic roar.
Go ahead and do this. Insurance. I need items. I need heal. That's such a cool sword. Critical mode. Can I clock down this thing? Nope. Let's try this out. I guess it's just enough time to deal with this without any other issue. Ah, crap. What does red mean? Red is new. I've never seen red before. Again. See ya.
Goddess, my thanks to thee.
I'm still scared by the fact we start at level 90 for this game. Oh!
Got you. Do you have any idea how much I had to go through to earn that?
You really are full of surprises, aren't you? I'm impressed, Rise. You know, you sure know how to get the best out of that thing.
Not at all. I still got a lot to learn. Especially if I want to be half as good as my sister.
Still, I'm no different.
Sister?
Kevin,
Anyway. I'd wager you're out of tricks now, so you ready to give up and come quietly? If you don't try and cause any more trouble, I'll hand you over to the soldiers here and leave it at that.
You're planning to hand me over to the Royal Army.
That's your best option. If you really want us to take you back to Arteria instead, that's cool by me. But if you go with that one, I can't guarantee your safety. I'll leave that one to you.
Again. Again.
What was that?
What the?
Huh? This thing again? It starts glowing so randomly.
Maybe it's reacting to something.
What is that thing? What are you planning on doing? Nothing you, don't worry. Shut up for a sec. What is up with this thing?
So the time to begin has finally upon us. Who? Who are you?
Huh? What?
Didn't you...
It's a pleasure to see you again, Kevin Graham. What the hell? What's going on here? Why do you look like Glow? It looks like Glow, but... What's going on here? It's a pleasure to see you again, Kevin Graham. Traverser of the pathless darkness, repenting of his transgressions with the sin of a stigma forever on his back. Stigma? Wait, Kevin has a stigma on his back? Just like Joshua did.
Who the hell are you?
Huh? What is...
Kevin!
Thus my Lord was revived. Come, offerings, come forth, lost lambs. burn to ashes in the ever-blazing flames.
Couldn't read all that fast enough, but I saw Gehenna in there somewhere.
What happened? Why did I...
What the hell is this?
Where am I? Hey, Rise! Rise, are you okay? What's going on?
Where are we? Kevin? Where are we?
I'm glad you're okay. How are you feeling? Any pain?
I feel sick.
You do?
My stomach's going to implode if I don't get any food soon. I'm starting on all that food we bought.
Sure, I'd normally just be down at... I'd normally be just as down for food as you are, but come on! Is that really what you should be thinking about right now?
There's nothing in this world more important or fundamental than eating. But if we must change the subject, I remember a strange man appearing, then that cube glowing white all of a sudden. Then...
Yeah, I don't remember any more than that either.
That was Low. It had to have been. He had the same hair and everything.
But I guess to be fair, we never did get his body out of the Liber-Arc. Is it possible that Ouroboros could have collected his body and maybe... Stigma. The stigma is what allows for mind control in a way. Is it possible that they've implanted one onto Low if he survived from the Liber-Arc?
Let's take a look around us.
It's a library of sorts.
Stone bookcases. Are we inside some kind of ruin? No, wait. What?
We're in space! What is this? What in the world? Did that cube bring us here? What is this? The Hermit's Garden? What is going on here?
Yeah, so much for this being an easy assignment.
We got transported to another dimension. Prologue. The Gralsritter. End. Chapter 1. Phantasma. Phantasma? Where is this? The Hermit's Garden? Is it in that cube or something?
Ignorant cults. The kin of Vagarna. The Cosmographica. Oh, here's the Azure fragments. Whoever manages this library must have some out-of-this-world connections to have gathered this many rare books from all over the place. Whoa, is this a copy of Isthmian Tales? What's a banned book doing here? Guys over at the Congregation for the Sacraments would flip their lid if they saw this thing.
And they aren't just older rare books either. I found one that was published this year.
Really?
No way. What's it called?
It's called Librarian Cuisine, published by the Liberal News Service.
Can't be real. What's that doing here mixed in with all the other stuff?
Is it some kind of, like, dimension of knowledge? It's books. Everything here. All these books here.
You sure you aren't pulling my leg?
Your guess is as good as mine. The photographs of food in it look delicious, however.
That's Dorothy's photos!
Oh, I bet they do. There's this girl named Dorothy who works for the LNS, and she's one incredible photographer. Oh yeah, don't know how I forgot, but weren't you hungry?
I was, but I finished eating while you were busy looking at the books. I did save some for you, of course.
Thanks.
How fast did you eat? We brought that poor store's entire bread supply, and this is all that's left?
They were perfectly baked, too. The flour use was clearly of high quality, but bread like that can't be made without excellent water either. I think I like Liberal.
You were scary.
Well, I can't deny the country's got some great grub to try all around. Let's get off the subject of food already.
I know. There's something truly odd about this place. We should have a thorough look around.
Yeah. Oh, come to think of it.
cube?
It's completely stopped glowing now.
Might as well be inactive again. I doubt it was a coincidence that it started glowing just before we were sent here. This is no ordinary artifact, that's for sure.
Give it to me, Heaven. I'll look after it.
Huh? Why?
Protecting you is my duty as your squire. As such, I can hardly stand by and let you keep something that poses such danger on your person. I should be the one to keep it.
Wait a minute, right.
Give it to me.
Look, first, we still don't have any conclusive proof that this cube is the reason why we ended up here. Second, despite me being the one who added up till this point, you're here with me anyway. So unless you plan to take it off me and run as far away from me as possible, who's holding it won't make a damn bit of difference.
But still.
Sorry, but this time I'm actually ordering you. You wouldn't disobey an order from your superior, would you?
Alright then. If we find out for sure that it really is dangerous, promise me that you'll get rid of it. That's all I want you to agree to.
Alright, promise. Anyway, you up for some exploring? I don't know what's up with this place, but it's time to try and find out.
Fine by me.
Alright, time to explore this weird dimension. Also, to look at... Oh, that's cute art! Plum Edge. A Templar sword supplied by the Septian Church to squires. You have Haze, Attack 3, HP 3, Mind 3, Shield 3, Action 2, and Evade 3. Cube. Cube. There are a number of rare and valuable books here. For some reason, a copy of Librarian Cuisine also sits among them. This is weird. This place doesn't make any sense. And why would a cube send us here?
Huh? What's that?
Looks like some sort of monument. What is this?
Well, this is foreboding. Doesn't look to be a relic of the ancient Sumerian civilization, though.
I agree. As far as I can tell, it's not any kind of device, simply a stone monument. Oh, there's something written near the bottom.
Huh, so there is.
Let's read.
Let's see.
The Hermit's Garden.
What is this supposed to mean?
I'm not sure. It could be a message, or maybe even... Actually, let me look it over some more before I say anything. Nope, can't find any hidden switches or the like anywhere. You were right, it really is just a stone monument.
Shall we try destroying it and seeing if anything happens then?
I get first hit. Wait, no way! Just because we established it isn't any kind of device, it doesn't mean nothing bad will happen if we go smashing it to bits.
Don't worry, I was just joking.
You're scary.
You so weren't. Anyway, let's save extreme options like that until we've explored all of our, more reasonable ones. I say we should go look around somewhere else.
Okay.
You are scary and I like you. What's this? What's this?
What's this?
I'm not sure. Let's take a closer look.
Lunar Seal. A bunch of Sepith.
Huh? Who dumped all this Sepith on the ground? Well, whatever. Don't think anyone will complain if we take it. Don't tell me you're feeling disappointed it wasn't food.
You're incredible. I didn't know you knew how to read people's minds with your thaumaturgy. Was that part of your Dominion training?
Sure wasn't. All I needed was to know you.
A Lunar Seal, huh? What's this do? 5 strength, 5 defense up, and CP recovery up. Ow. What's this? It seems like a nice little area to just rest here, but... This area doesn't seem bad, but it's just strange.
Oh, this is nice.
It's just very weird.
Looks like some kind of rest area or something. But why? What's it doing here?
Well, resting is important. I'd love to sit and enjoy a relaxing lunch here.
Well, I'll give you that, it might be kind of nice. Although, personally, my first thought was that I'd love to sit and fish here, if there were any fish to be fished.
Really? I didn't know you still liked fishing.
Sure, can't say I've gotten any better at it, but a hobby's a hobby. I was surprised at how many fishing fanatics there are over here in Liberal. There's a guild in Grensel that's really hardcore into it, and one girl I ran into would give most pros a run for their money.
Oh,
Something wrong?
it's nothing. Regardless, it's a shame there are no fish in it. The water here is exceptionally clear. I think this should suffice as a water source for us, at least.
Yeah. Alright, let's go check somewhere else.
Well, this area's a bust. Let's try this other way. There's a tree. Big tree.
What's a huge tree doing here? There's no sign of any others in the surrounding area either.
As big as it is, it doesn't seem to be a fruit tree, unfortunately.
Figures we won't get that lucky. Come to think of it though, you were always an expert on plants and medicinal herbs and stuff, right? You don't recognize what kind of tree this is.
Wish I did, but no. At the very least, it isn't one that grows on the western side of the continent. Did you work something out?
Maybe, maybe not. We should try looking somewhere else now.
Oh, right. Still, even if it doesn't bear fruit, maybe it has sweet sap inside like maple trees. May I cut into the trunk a bit and see?
Please stop being a glutton.
No, you cannot.
You're going to eat everything. There are a bunch of these like tablet things on the floor. This place is strange. There's a spot up here.
Oh,
As far as the eye can see.
This space.
just where are we?
Beats me. Still, wherever we are, it's big. Judging by how our voices don't echo, anyway.
Yeah.
Is there anything else? Doesn't seem like there's anything else. So what do we do now? Kinda just stuck here.
Well, we've investigated the whole area now, but we didn't find anything that would give us any idea as to where we are.
Maybe not specifically. I think I may have an idea what kind of place this is, though.
Really?
It's a place both within Liberal and not at the same time. Like a separate dimension of sorts.
Can you elaborate?
Well, you see, during all the trouble with the Auroral,
Explain the altered spaces hidden within the Tetrastellic Towers. Yeah, I was also thinking that this is kind of similar to that with the Tetrastellic Towers. So it's something similar in that.
Wow. So you think the place we're in may be similar?
I can't say for sure, but it's definitely a possibility. There are a few cracks in my theory, unfortunately.
Oh, I think I understand what you mean. The Liberalian cuisine book we found earlier is one, right?
Exactly. If we assume that this is some kind of enclosed space sealed away from the Auroral all those years ago, how did a book that was only published this year get in there? All the other unusual books are from after the Great Collapse too. Which means...
Someone else has been going in and out of here within the past year. Could it be that man in black we met at the port?
maybe, maybe not. I wouldn't peg him as the kind of guy who'd want to read about Liberalian cuisine, though.
That's very true.
Either way, I think we can say for sure now that this situation we're in was planned out by someone. Possibly before that cube even came to our possession.
You really think so? But if that really is the case, what should we do now?
There's the million Mira question. We don't have much to work with here, so just a big open area with no way out.
Oh,
This again?
The cube.
that sounds like something broke.
Yeah, but what?
Crap! Took out his bowel ring out of his pocket. Are you kidding me? He then noticed all the quartz in it were shattered. You're kidding! Seeing this, Rise took out her own battle ornament.
Mine's the same way.
Even my spare quartz are ruined. Just what's going on here?
What?
What?
What's going on? What's the tree doing? What's happening? What the? Did it bring this area to life somehow? There's a thing there now. What the hell? That's a big ass door.
What just happened?
I don't know. I wonder what this cube's doing. Guess we can add altering this area to its list of quirks along with wrecking our quartz.
Are you sure it's a good idea to keep it on you?
Honestly, I get the feeling we'd be shit out of luck without it. At least now we've got some new stuff to investigate that could lead us in the right direction. We should go and check all the places that have changed.
Alright.
Salvaged from the broken quartz. My friggin' ornaments are gone! Oh, the monument. So what's up with this now?
I can understand if it were an artifact or an ornament, but how did a lump of stone start glowing like this? It's like magic.
Now there's an apt enough description if I've ever heard one. Only thing I can add to that is that the laws of the world as we know them don't seem to apply to it.
Yes.
That was a voice, wasn't it?
Raise the cube before the monument.
Who's there? Who are you?
Please.
What are we going to do?
Hell with it. Now we got any better options.
Here you go. Visitors from afar.
This again.
This voice is different, though.
Welcome. In accordance with my master's wishes, I shall grant you power.
Huh?
Name your currency, so that we may transact within the system you know.
Wait a second. What do you mean by currency?
He is going to sell us things in exchange for Mira.
Oh, I get you.
Understood. Then I shall grant you the power in exchange for that currency. Oh, what the? I can get quartz again. I can upgrade my slots too. Increase in damage. Tools. Oh. I don't have any Mira though. And I don't get a whole lot of Mira here too. I could sell like, I'll sell like 30. We'll make one of each for now. Okay. And that can let us get...
Release my brethren, and we shall grant you good fortune.
So what do you think that was about?
How would I know? As far as it is to say, we should be able to buy things from Mira and use Sepith to synthesize quartz here. Very useful if nothing else.
We do still have the sepet that was left over when our quartz were shattered. Perhaps we should use this to synthesize some new ones.
Sounds like a plan to me. We can stand on our own 2 feet just fine, but we're gonna need recovery arts if we ever find ourselves in a jam.
This is strange. Here, let's go ahead and equip them with new stuff. Okay, time quartz can only be equipped on you, so we'll give you... I guess I'll give you, like, cast 1. And you can only have mirage orbs in here, so EP1 is definitely a choice for you. Rise. Kevin has more in the ways of yeah. Surprisingly, Rise is our attacker, it seems like. She's more the physical attacker. EP cut. I'll give you action. And I'll also give you move. I'll give you evade. I'll give you impede. I'll give you shield. And you can have hit 1. And then we'll sell some, we'll sell this. And get literally jack diddly shit. We're getting not a lot here, I gotta say. Here? Okay. That should be enough to get us the boots. Alright. We'll be safe in terms of defense now, at least. Okay, we'll be safe. We'll be relatively safe now. So something changed over here as well.
The bottom of the water is glowing.
It's beautiful.
Welcome, visitors from afar. Again.
That sounded like it came from the spring.
Visitors from afar, quench your thirst. In accordance with my master's wishes, I shall grant you vitality.
Sure. Ooh. CP restored to maximum. Huh.
When my radiance is restored, I shall grant you vitality once more. When you have fought several battles, return to me. I never had water that actually energized me like that before. How's this even possible?
I don't know, but I feel full of life as well. It looks like the water here only has that effect when it's shining, though.
Yeah. Well, with all the energy we've got now, I don't think there's much more we can get from here. We should check back later if we're ever feeling tired.
Right.
Interesting, so we can max out our CP here, strangely. Alright, what about the tree then? Something happened to the tree over here.
Holy Stragus, now this is something.
It really is. It's as if the petals pure light are flowing through the air around us.
I welcome you, dear guests. What was that?
Did the tree just talk to us?
In accordance with my master's wishes, I shall grant you the blessings of the earth. However, my power is not without its limits. I require compensation in exchange for its use. Oh, you can buy food here. Huh. Interesting. When my master's power returns, the variety of blessings I offer shall increase. May the blessings of the earth be upon ye. Man, if someone told me a tree just chatted them up and offered to sell them ingredients, I'd tell them they've had one too many drinks. Rise? Something up?
That great tree took root near a seven-colored spring, and there it granted blessings and joy. An excerpt from the book of Genesis, verse 7, the primal ground. Oh, hallowed Aios, thank you for the divine protection and mercy you have bestowed upon us.
Well, aren't you just tickled pink? I'm not sure this tree has anything to do with the goddess, though.
I disagree. Even the testaments of the gods say that all roads lead to food. Food is the fundamental basis of everything.
That's not any testament I've ever laid eyes on.
That said, let me give you this.
A recipe book. Huh? Why are you giving this to me?
Because you are remarkably impious for a knight of the church. You should work on becoming more devout through cooking in her name.
That doesn't even make sense. Besides, can't you just do the cooking yourself?
But you've always been better at it than me. I'm sure it's the wish of the ingredients to be used by the best chef possible.
But still.
Please.
Now you're pulling at my heart. I'm too soft for my own good sometimes. Well, fine, but you have to help me, deal? Also, the second I catch you snacking on something while I'm making it, I'm done.
I know.
I like this character already. She's funny. She's very funny. She's just a food goblin. She acts all prim and proper and holy and all that, but she's just a food goblin. Now, the big problem here is the damn door. Never mind. The door's gone.
You don't think that could be the exit, do you?
If anything, I'd say it's more like an entrance. A monument that sells us items, a tree that sells us ingredients, a spring that restores our vitality. You're right. It feels like it's preparing us for something. It's like everything in here is designed to help us prepare for something dangerous. Or am I reading into it? No, I don't think that's true at all. I think you're right. Something dangerous is about to happen here.
No, I don't think you are. So what should we do? Should we try stepping on it?
I don't have any better ideas at this point. Although, it might be better if you stayed behind. Never mind, man. We'll go together. It's not like there's any guarantee you'd be safe here, actually.
Of course we will. But first, I should give you this.
The Gralsritter notebook. Huh? What are you doing with this?
I was asked to give it to you by the commander, Selnet. In her words, Kevin's reports lately have been far too vague for my liking. I bet he's not even taking notes while he's out on the job. Give him this so he's got no more excuses to slack off.
Ah, she figured it out too, huh? Hold on, how are you close enough for her to ask you this kind of favor?
She was the one who taught me how to use my Templar sword. I respect her deeply.
No joke. I had no idea. I bet she kept that from me on purpose. Can't say I'm surprised. If I'd known, I sure as hell wouldn't have let Reese...
Gavin?
Sorry, just spacing out. Their next destination's that circle, but if you have anything else you want to do first, speak up now. There's no telling what's waiting for us once we step on it.
Understood.
Well, I think now's as good a stopping point as any. This is already off to a fascinating start, and I can't wait to see where we go from here. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and hope to see you all later. Peace.